What's in your FICO score? FICO scores are calculated from a lot of different credit data in your credit report. This data can be grouped into 5 categories as outlined below. The percentages in the chart reflect how important each of the categories is in determining your FICO score. Payment history, 35%, amounts owed, 30%, length of credit history, 15%, new credit, 10%, and types of credit used, 10%. These percentages are based on the importance of the 5 categories for the general population. For particular groups, for example, people who have not been using credit long, the importance of these categories may be somewhat different. What makes up your credit score? The FICO score is the most commonly used score by lenders and is provided by the credit bureaus. There are 5 categories that make up your score. Each of the categories are weighted differently. The category that is weighted the most is your payment score, which is worth 35%. Have you paid your bills on time? If you've had delinquencies, how often have they occurred and for how long? Bad credit that has occurred recently has more impact than bad credit years ago. The next category is amounts owed. It's worth 30%. How many opened accounts do you currently have? Having accounts can be good on your credit history, but remember that lenders look at the amount of potential debt you can incur. They will look at each credit card and loan to see how much the total amount allowed to borrow is. They then add those amounts together. This indicates the maximum credit you could use. If it is too high, they may deny your loan. Having numerous open accounts may affect your application negatively, even if you're not using them. In this case, it may be wise to close some of them. However, do not close all of the accounts at once. That can affect your score negatively as well. Generally, the higher the percentage of utilization of credit, the higher the risk. So don't max out your credit cards. Next is the length of your credit history, 15%. Because good credit stays with you forever, individuals who are older may have a better score than those who are just starting out. Remember, however, that it's only worth 15% of your score. If you have a fairly new credit history and have a few good standing accounts, you can have a good credit score. New credit is worth 10% of your score. This is reflected on your account if inquiries have been made on your account or if you are pursuing new credit such as an automobile loan. You may want to avoid purchasing items like this right before buying a home because it can lower your score slightly. The last category is types of credit, which is worth 10%. Do you have department store credit cards, bank credit, or debit cards? Generally, these types of credit are weighted as the least valuable forms of credit. Other types of credit, such as a home, bank, or auto loan, are seen to be more acceptable forms of credit. Credit report and agencies. Experian can be reached at 1-888-397-3742 with an email address of www.experian.com. Equifax can be reached at 1-800-685-1111 with an email address of www.equifax.com. TransUnion can be reached at 1-800-916-8800 with an email address of www.transunion.com. These are the 3 major credit bureaus. If you have a problem with a report that was submitted by them, you may go to their websites to find out how to access your report or make changes if there are errors on the report. They want to help you, and accuracy is their goal. In the chance that something was inaccurate, they are eager to help work things out. Credit bureaus collect information on consumer bill paying habits and employment. Companies obtain your credit report when you apply for a credit card or loan. You have a right to know what is on your credit report and to correct mistakes. You can order your own credit report. A federal law was passed in 2004 that requires credit reporting agencies to provide you, the consumer, with a free credit report once a year. It will be a consolidated report from all three agencies.